Okay guys, so I'm eating this burger. And I thought to myself, I've got to get this on camera, and I got to just give you my own testimonial. Guys, these burgers are so delicious. I'm telling you, you have to try it. They're so moist, they're so juicy, they have so much flavor, and who'd have known they're low fat and they're delicious. So you've got to try this recipe. I'm telling you, they're the best tasting burgers you'll have. They're so, so good. Delicious. You've got to try this. Okay, bye guys. Okay guys, so I'm going to start here with the ingredients that we're going to use. We're going to start with 1 pack of turkey. Now this is 93% turkey. If you can, try to find, grass-fed, organic, whole foods type of meat. If you can't get that, whatever kind of turkey you feel comfortable with or whatever you want to use, flat leaf parsley. Now you can use the kind that comes from a jar. I just happen to have this. It's organic flat leaf parsley and it's very, very good. I actually put a lot of this in here. It gives it a really, really nice flavor. So I'm going to add that to the mix. And also, we're going to add a little bit, not very much, but a little bit of sea salt. We are going to add that as well. Some black pepper. We are going to add some paprika. We are going to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Oops, it's kind of a lot, but I actually like a lot as well. So, and remember, anything you like to put in your mix will be good. I've just tried probably 100 different ways of making this, and I found that these items really work very, very well. These are minced onions, and we're not going to use a lot. Everything's to taste, by the way. So maybe quarter, teaspoon. Half a teaspoon of the minced onions. We're going to put that in there as well. And we're also going to go with the granulated garlic. Now, you could use fresh onions. You could use real garlic. Right now, for intents purposes, to make this very quickly, and if you're kind of in a pinch or in a rush, these are pretty much the items that I'll be using. But, either way, I almost forgot the cumin. We're going to add cumin in this as well. Cumin gives it a really, really nice flavor. I kind of watch how much I put in there, maybe a dash, maybe an eighth of a teaspoon. So to recap, we're probably putting in about a quarter cup of parsley. We're probably putting in about a half a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, eighth of a teaspoon of cumin, eighth of a teaspoon of paprika, eighth of a teaspoon of granulated garlic, and probably about a quarter to a half teaspoon of minced onions. Now, what I'm going to add to this is a binding agent. I know people think you need to add eggs. You can't add eggs. I don't think you really need it. In fact, this recipe, the burgers turn out really, really good even without having to do that. So what I'm going to add to this is I'm simply going to add a little bit of water to it. So probably, you guys want to get my water? Probably going to add just a splash of water here, maybe a couple tablespoons. I find that the turkey's actually already kind of have its own hydration in it. Like, I don't know if they add water to it or I don't know what the deal with it is, but I find that it's actually kind of watery already. So just a splash of water should probably do it. So I'm going to add a little bit of water. Now, I say hands are best to mince this together. You don't want to over grind this together, but I'm going to do that real quick. I'm going to come back as soon as I'm done doing that because I can't use both hands and still be able to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and make the burgers, and then I'm going to get right back and show you guys the next step. I've basically broken these patties up into 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a pan on the stove. I'm going to get the pan hot. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sear the burgers. Okay guys, so we got the burgers in the pan. We got 3 burgers in here, and we're going to keep them on this for about 3 minutes on the highest heat possible. Okay guys, so I just flipped the burgers, and I wanted you guys to take a look and see how things are looking. I wish I had smell-o-vision on here. These are smelling delicious. But see the nice crust that's starting to form on these? So what we're doing is we're basically searing the outside of them at a very, very high heat, which gives them a very, very nice look, texture, and taste. And then what we're going to do is finish them off in the microwave. So I'm going to show you guys here in a second, as soon as I get them off the burner, what the next step is. Okay guys, so it's been 3 minutes on one side, it's been 3 minutes on the other side. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the burgers off the fire. transfer these back into a plate. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put these in the microwave, and I'm going to actually cook them. Now I know different microwaves do different things. We have settings in this one. The cook power I put as in 2. I think it goes from 1 to 9, so it's almost the lowest possible setting. And I'm going to put this in for 5 minutes at almost the lowest possible setting. I think the big thing with this is you want to make sure that you don't cook them at too high of a heat. It'll come out like rubber. It'll be rubbery tasting. You want to resemble it cooking like at a low heat. So the best thing to do is to cook it at the lowest setting you can. So if you have like a microwave that doesn't have settings, you know, it's going to be kind of a little bit more difficult. You still can. What you can do is you can add a little bit of water to the pan, put a cover on top, and let it kind of steam at a very low heat for a while. You can kind of feel it. If it feels kind of spongy, or it gives or bounces back, you know they're probably complete or they're done. You can always crack one open and look inside as well, but I know that this works very, very well. The best thing about this is, you know, you put it 3 minutes one side, 3 minutes the other side, depending how big the burgers are. If it's going to be 4 burgers out of the pound, then in the microwave it's going to be 4 minutes. If it's 3 burgers out of the pound, I've just found that the center cooks better if it goes for 5 minutes. So I'm going to show you guys the final product and what else I'm going to eat with this, and how I'm going to put it together as a bodybuilding or a nutritious meal. So we'll see you in a sec. So I'm going to pull the burgers out, show you guys the final product. Here the burgers are complete. I'm going to plate one up so you guys can take a look and see how they look inside. Hot, hot, hot. So as you can see, the insides are cooked perfectly. Guys, the smell in these things are amazing. They smell so good. And I'm telling you, they taste so, so good. So what I'm going to serve this with, or what my lunch will be here, I have approximately then about, I would say, 6 ounces of turkey. I have about 2 cups of brown rice, and check this dino kale out. As I've said in previous videos, I try to make sure you eat raw food with every meal. I go vegetarian, I go vegan, I go meat sometimes, you know. I mean, I think everything is good for your body in some ways, respect, but take a look at this dino kale I found. Organic dino kale. So I got a good heaping helping of that. So guys, eating healthy is not that difficult. Prep time for this was about 5 minutes. Remember, I did 3 minutes per side in the pan at extremely high heat, the highest heating setting I could do, and then to put it in the microwave for 4 minutes at a very, very low setting, and that cooked it to perfection.